Assalamu alaikum. Today is the 9th day of Ramadan, and we'll be reflecting over the 9th juz of the Quran. It begins from the 88th verse of Surah Al-A'raf until the 40th verse of Surah Al-Anfal. This juz highlights a number of different stories from the nations of the past and also carries a number of lessons for its reader. The first story being Prophet Shu'aib and his people, calling them to worship Allah alone, to be fair in their transactions with one another, and to not cause mischief on the earth. He calls them to the path of Allah, yet the chiefs of his people warned against him and many disbelieved. They said anyone who follows Shu'aib will be from the losers. And so after these people denied Allah's Prophet and rejected his message, Allah punishes them with an earthquake that left none standing, and Allah called them losers in that surah. Following the story of Prophet Shu'aib is a story of Prophet Musa. Allah mentions the story of Prophet Musa with Fir'aun and his people and how Fir'aun rejected Musa, and even asked him to show a sign proving he is truly a prophet of Allah. And after he showed the signs Allah sent him with, he still rejected him. And his people even called him a sorcerer. They even brought together magicians to fight against the signs that Allah brought Musa with. But Allah made sure that his prophet would prevail and triumph. And the sorcerers that dueled with Prophet Musa ﷺ fell to prostration after recognizing the truth that Prophet Musa came with. They immediately believed in Allah and in his prophet. Then following this story and surah is Surah Al-Anfal, revealed after the Battle of Badr, happening in the 2nd year of the Hijrah. The overall lesson that can be taken from these prophetic stories and the Battle of Badr discussed in this juz is sacrifice. Sacrificing for the path of Allah, enduring difficulties in the cause of Allah to earn His pleasure. This dunya, my brothers and sisters, is an abode of trials and tribulations. But for the believer, these trials are opportunities to grow closer to Allah, to recenter oneself in their purpose of worshipping Allah. This juz also teaches the lesson of patience. Patience when advising others, when being denied, when being rejected, when being lied about, when being ridiculed. When a person does something for Allah's sake, that is the highest purpose, greater than anything else. Such a person hopes for Allah's reward and pleasure, and is not fazed by what they're afflicted with. In this blessed month of Ramadan, the believing person is tested with hunger and fatigue, and one must remain patient and sacrifice in the hopes of being rewarded by Allah. When Ramadan begins, a caller calls out, "O seeker of good, come near, and O seeker of evil, stay or stop." This dunya, my brothers and sisters, is an abode of trials and tribulations. But for the believer, these trials are an opportunity to grow closer and closer to Allah, to recenter oneself with their purpose of worshipping Allah. This juz also teaches us the lesson of patience. Patience when advising others, when being denied, rejected, lied about, ridiculed. When a person does something for the sake of Allah, that is the highest purpose, greater than anything else. Such a person hopes for Allah's reward and pleasure and is not fazed by what they are afflicted with. In this blessed month of Ramadan, the believing person is tested with hunger, fatigue, and must remain patient and sacrifice in hopes of being rewarded by Allah. When Ramadan begins, a caller calls out, "O seeker of good, come near, and O seeker of evil, stop." How will you and I respond to this call? Allah says in the 9th juz, towards the conclusion of this juz, يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم واعلموا أن الله يحول بين المرء وقلبه وأنه إليه تحشرون. Allah says, "O believers, respond to Allah and His Messenger when He calls you to that which gives you life, and know that Allah stands between a person and their heart, and that to Him you will all be gathered." This month in its entirety is an opportunity that Allah gives to His servants to start fresh and to right their wrongs. An opportunity to put the light of guidance into their heart, to illuminate the darkness that they are in order to find the path of Allah that leads back to Him. But it is our responsibility, my brothers and sisters, to make strides towards Allah. How will you and I respond to Allah's call in this blessed month? May Allah accept from us all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.